Hello students, today we are going to learn a very important topic of analysis and design of algorithm subject, which is covered in unit number 2 of RGPV syllabus, and that topic is greedy method. The whole unit second is having the topics related to this greedy method. All the techniques and examples are related to the algorithms which are based on the greedy method. So let's start our topic of today. We will cover in this lecture about the introduction of greedy technique, its characteristics and features, the optimization problem, property of greedy technique, pseudocode of greedy technique, that is the algorithm of greedy method, greedy approach, and various examples of greedy technique. So first let us discuss about the introduction or what is a greedy method. Greedy algorithms are very simple and straightforward. They are short-sighted in their approach. It means that we do not look what is going to happen in the future. We just uh, take the input in the current situation, and based on the current inputs, we provide the best optimal solution. A greedy algorithm is similar to dynamic programming algorithm, but the difference is that solution to the subproblems do not have to be known at each stage. Okay. So in the next lecture, we will discuss about dynamic programming, and the greedy algorithm or greedy method is very much similar to dynamic, but the main difference is that the solution of subproblems in greedy algorithm are not required to be saved or stored. They are just the in greedy method we just find out the best solution and then proceed for the final optimal solution. Instead, a greedy choice can be made of what looks best for the moment. Okay, so we just decide the best solution based on the current inputs in the hash. Characteristics of the greedy method. To construct a solution in an optimal way, algorithm maintains two sets. One contains chosen items and the other contains rejected items. The chosen item set describes the items which are available for input set, and based on some conditions, constraints, we have to decide the best solution among those available items. So the one optimal solution is selected and all other input items are rejected. So we have two sets, one contains the chosen items and the other contains the rejected items. Greedy algorithms make good local choices in the hope that the result in optimal solution and feasible solution. Okay, so in greedy algorithms, try to develop, we try to generate optimal solution with the help of feasible solutions of subproblems. To perform a solution for any with greedy algorithm, we have to follow these four steps. These four functions must be there in the algorithm. A function that checks whether chosen set of items provide a solution. A function that checks the feasibility of a set. The selection function tells which of the items is the most promising, and the objective function, which does not appear explicitly, gives the value of a solution. Now, the next topic comes the optimization problem. what we are studying, that is greedy method, and greedy method is used to solve the problems which are called optimization problem. Greedy methods are best suitable for solving the optimization problem. Now, what is an optimization problem? An optimization problem is a given problem instance or a set of constraints and an objective function. A problem instance where with set of constraints and an objective function. For example, we have to find out top 5 programmers in a class. So we have to select students from a class based on some constraints. So, and we will apply some function, some process on the students' performance in various categories, like we will give them test or something, or we can measure their programming skills by the result of their RGPV, practicals, exam, etc. So by using such methods, we will be able to find a feasible solution for the given instance for which the objective function has an optimal value. By using such step-by-step filtering process, in each stage we will generate a feasible solution with the help of inputs available in that situation, in that instance, and such feasible solutions are forwarded to generate an optimal solution for that problem. Optimization problems are always of two types, either maximum or minimum, depending on the problem being solved. A feasible solution that does this is called optimal solution. Okay. For example, we can say that if we want to find out the best student among the class, then we are looking for the student who has the maximum marks in the exam. Or if we want to find out the student with highest marks in RGPV exam. So this is an optimal solution problem. So it is called an optimization problem, where we are either looking for a maximum value or minimum value among the given input values. So what is the meaning of feasible? We are using continuously the word feasible. So feasible means a feasible solution satisfies the problem's constraints. Whatever constraints, conditions we are applying on the input set is, and those conditions are fully satisfied by any input, then that input value is called the feasible solution of that problem. And what is a constraint? Constraint, all of you know, the constraints specify the limitation on the required solution. Okay. Now, we will learn about the properties of greedy method. The greedy method has two properties. First one is greedy choice property, and second one is optimal substructure. Greedy choice property, as its name suggests, it says that a globally optimal solution can be arrived at by making a locally optimal choice. Okay, means if we have given a big problem, then we will divide it in different stages, and step by step we will find out the solution of the given problem. In each and every state, we will consider the input set available in that state. We will decide the best suitable solution, feasible solution among the inputs available in that instance, and we will generate the locally optimal solution in each stage. And that those optimal solutions which are generated locally in each stage are forwarded for generating the globally optimal solution. So this is the greedy choice property that suggests that we should not go for the final result directly. We will go step by step. In each step, we will show our greediness to select the best input, and then we will go forward for the final optimal solution, global optimal solution. The second property is optimal substructure. A problem exhibits optimal substructure if an optimal solution to the problem contains optimal solution to subproblems. Okay, what does it mean? The same thing, if an optimal solution to the problem contains optimal solutions to subproblems. If all the subproblems having optimal solutions and all the optimal solutions of the subproblems are combined, then it generates the optimal solution for the main problem given to solve as an optimization problem. So this is called a substructure. Optimal substructure means all the subproblem optimal solutions are combined and generated optimal global solution. These are the two ingredients in the problem that led to the greedy strategy. This is the algorithm for greedy method, where we can see that in first statement we have written that name of the algorithm greedy. A and N. A is the array having the input values and the number of inputs are N. Now the algorithm starts with the solution initialization of solution variable with 0, and we will start checking the input values one by one from 1 to n, and we will use a select function from input array A based on some constraints specified in the problem. If the input value satisfies the condition given in the constraint, then it will be selected, and that input value will be stored in the X variable, and that value will be selected for performing the feasible constraint check. If feasible solution X means to generate the solution, optimal solution, we will run a function that is called feasible, and we will pass two parameters, solution and X. Solution value is initialized to 0, and X is the input value selected in the previous line. So if this value is true, means X item is satisfying all the constraints to generate the feasible solution of that problem, then we will include that X value in the solution by union function, and the solution set will have the value of X in the feasible solution set. Okay, so like this, we will run the algorithm in greedy technique. Here you can see that there are three main functions in the greedy algorithm. First one is select function, second one is feasible, and third one is union function. Select function selects an input from A and removes it. The selected input value is assigned to X. Select function also has some constraints according to the problem statement. If the input value is satisfying all the constraints for selection as an input value, then that input value will be selected as a input, and then it is removed from the set of input values and it is assigned to the X value. Now that X value which is selected by select function is passed to the feasible function. The feasible function is a Boolean valued function. It returns either true or false value. which determines whether x can be included into the solution vector or not. So here we have to check the parameters or constraints. Conditional statements are checked whether the value of x is satisfying the constraint to generate the feasible solution or not. If the x is a feasible value, if it returns true, then the next function comes in the picture and the x value is combined in the solution array, and we use the union function to combine the input values which are satisfying the feasible function constraints. Okay, so these three functions are mainly used in the greedy technique, and these all functions have different statements or different constraint values according to the problem statement given. So there are different examples of greedy technique. The first example is point changing problem. The greedy algorithm works by making the decision that seems most promising at that moment. It never preconsiders this decision, whatever situation may arise. Okay, so here is an example of making change. Coins are available. We have 5 types of different coins available: 100, 25, 10, 5, and 1. And now the problem we have is we have to generate the change value which is most profitable for the that moment. Okay, so like this there are several problems like minimum cost spanning tree, Huffman coding, merging problem. These are all the examples of greedy technique. So that's all for today's lecture. In the next lecture, we will discuss about various problems of greedy which are based on the greedy technique. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.